Hello, my Gemini friend, it's Shauna. I hope you're doing good. This is your moon manifesting video for the month of April 2016. So this month for you is all about wrapping things up, getting closure, and doing a little bit of analytical review on what you've experienced recently. So I'm going to tell you about the energy this month, how to use this energy, what to watch out for so that you have an amazing month. So this month is kind of like this vibe of getting closure on things and wrapping things up to a certain extent. So that's because you are moving towards the end of an annual lunar cycle. So we're going to have a new moon in your sign in the month of June. So we're leading up to that point. When you have a new moon in your sign, it's like your personal new year. So what we want to do is wrap things up and get closure on things. I want you this month in April to think about doing a little bit of analytical review on what you've experienced since your birthday last year. So what types of experiences have you had? What lessons have you learned, good and bad? And how has this really evolved your character, and how has this evolved you as a person? Also thinking about how your path has veered or not veered or made little side tangents and evolved since your birthday last year. So are you still the same person? Are you still working on the same things? Do you still have the same types of goals, or have things changed for you? So the side tangents may be good, but you may want to redirect yourself. Only you know that. But this is the month to fine-tune that and to get really clear on that. This is also a really good month to get closure on anything. So any situation where you've kind of left it hanging, it's good to resolve that this month. So people, places, things where you're like, I kind of left that open-ended and I need to just knock it off. Or if there's something where you left it hanging and you want to reestablish the relationship, it's good this month to do that as well. So there are 3 dates that I want you to mark on your calendar. So the first one is Thursday, April 7th. We're having a new moon in Aries. And so this new moon in Aries on April 7th, this is going to be a good chance for you to set your intentions to get more clear on what it is that you want to resolve. So I would center it around that. Like, what is it that you want to get more closure on, or that you want to just simmer out in your life, that you want to get resolution on? The second date is Thursday, April 21st. So that's when we're having a full moon in the sign of Scorpio. And so this is great for detoxing and releasing things, especially for you, especially if there's a situation in your life or behavior pattern where you're like, I'm ready to let that go. That's really good energy for you. So again, that is April 21st. The third date that I want you to mark, and this is more important for you than the other signs, on April 28th, Mercury is going retrograde. And so it's going to be retrograde for a few weeks from April 28th until May 22nd. So this is more important for you as a Gemini because your ruling sign, the ruling sign for Gemini is Mercury. So you are more influenced by Mercury than the other signs. So what this means in tangible terms is just that your analytical mind and your communication, your thought process is more internalized. So retrograde means that a planet appears to be moving backwards. So it internalizes that energy. So what that means is contemplation, which totally goes with the vibe for you this month. So if you have projects that you're starting, an event that you're planning, something that you are launching, ideally, I would avoid doing it during that time when Mercury is retrograde from April 28th to May 22nd. The general rule of thumb is not to sign important contracts like leases or mortgages or that kind of thing, but you got to do what you got to do. So if you do have to sign something or do something, just make sure that all your I's are dotted and all your T's are crossed, because again, the energy of communication and the thought process is more internalized for all of us. So that just means that information may not be out on display. So you just need to do your homework a little bit more. That's all that means. This month, totally good for contemplation, wrapping things up, getting closure on things, getting closure on situations and relationships is really awesome for you. So, of course, as always, you can join me for my new moon and full moon meditation circles. I do those on the day of the new moon and the full moon at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. every single month. I'll have a little link below. That's a really awesome opportunity for you to join me and just do a little ritual around these special moon points. And then of course, if you want to work with the moon cycles even more, you can get my 2016 moon journal. I'll have a link below that helps you to work with the moon cycles all year long and in a more personalized way. It includes mantras and intentions and places for you to really harness that energy. And then of course, if you want a reading with me, let me know and we'll set it up. I'm wishing you a wonderful April and sending you so much love. Hope you have a wonderful month.